Hello and welcome to my channel, A Quality Existence, where I explore how to live harmoniously in a confusing and chaotic world. I'm very much inspired by this book, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance by Robert Pirsig. So much so that I feel the ideas in this book are keys to a better way of being. There are all sorts of things to be learned from Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. It's almost a type of Bible in the sense that the wisdom inside these pages is so eternal, so broad and so applicable to human experience, past, present, and even into the future. For example, much of what Pirsig was noticing within these pages several decades ago was the way that the world is changing rapidly due to technology and how technology affects all manner of human relationships with each other, with lofty ideas, with regular day-to-day living, with nature, really with everything. His observations and predictions are all the more apt today as technology advances at a dizzying, staggering rate. So I suspect most of you know this book, which is why you clicked on the video title. But for those of you who don't, the book is, at least the part that I'm addressing, is about a singular genius named Phaedrus who drives himself crazy searching for quality, and how his post-treatment self, who is essentially a new personality, the cured self, who's also the narrator of the book, tries to recreate Phaedrus's search based on fragments of memory and a trunk full of notebooks, and comes to some conclusions to implement the findings of quality in the world. So while Phaedrus's quest of quality is described in both linear and abstract fashion, probably the one attempt to articulate it that stands out the most for me is when the book discusses another singular genius's own search, that of 19th century mathematician Henri Poincaré. In Poincaré's search for how mathematicians arrive at facts, Poincaré observed that how mathematicians come to conclusions wasn't necessarily logical or rational as much as a felt sense of harmony that allows them to make a choice amongst multiple combinations and possibilities. At one critical point in the book, which is actually the point that Phaedrus, the crazy genius, falls apart, from the impact of the realization of the magnitude of this discovery, is that he likens quality with Tao. And if you've read the Tao Te Ching, Tao operates very much the same way as what he's arriving at quality. It's a sense of harmony that emerges from infinite possibility, from the void, from chaos. And it's a harmonious I guess you would say, shining forth of the thing that makes the most sense. The great philosopher Alan Watts, who was in a large part responsible for the understanding and adoption of Eastern thought in the West in the mid-60s, once illustrated the way of Zen meditation thusly: a heron gazes at the water without straining to look for fish or to see fish. He's looking at the water as a whole, and by allowing the whole area of vision to come to his eyes, he'll see a ripple in the water eventually, and that will be the fish, and he will efficiently dart towards that ripple and get the fish, never stressing and never really searching, just letting it come to him. So these are some illustrations of the attitude of quality, at least the way I see it and the way that I've discerned it from the book. In the real world, according to Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, quality is what you care about and what gives meaning to what you're doing at every moment. So exploring quality and applying it in the world is what I would like to attempt in my own small way, not being, of course, a singular genius by any stretch of the imagination, but being very much a fan of this book and very inspired by it, as well as someone who has been on the planet for over 50 years and who knows a thing or two about quality myself through trial and through much error. So using these concepts in the book as a basis, I want to explore a variety of aspects of life and how to operate with quality in these aspects, in these domains. And some of these domains will likely include applied quality, of course, working models of the psyche, optimal health, spirituality in the noetic dimension, pain and suffering, connection with others, problems with technology, meaning and purpose in life, relationship with nature, and knowledge and learning. So within these categories, within these ideas, is the potential to encompass a large part of the totality of experience. And there's a lot of material out there in all manner of conveyance in this information age and through the realm of experience. As my own inquiry proceeds, I plan to report on my own journey, my own quest here. And I'm hoping to develop these categories based on the concepts in this book and through my own learning and life experience. So I hope you will join me as I explore how to have quality existence. So I hope that made sense, and I'll see you next time.